Shadows crawl under the midnight blue. Whispers hum where the spirits go. Chill in the air with a ghastly grin. The night begins with a dark creeps in. Beneath the
How are you, Luke?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Because I haven't worked out how to do an intro yet, I thought I could play it from my phone. So that's why I'm doing it remote.
Can see your reflection in the H2.
Yes, a Horus device. So,
Hey.
no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this.
Hey. Sorry, I look
Hey,
a
how
little
are
rough.
you?
I literally just got out of the shower a few minutes ago, so my hair is still
You're
brown rat
fine.
material.
So,
Hold on, let
no, you're
me put
fine.
something in my Discord real quick that I'm on with you. Let's
Yep, nice.
actually.
Hello, Mama Squid. Oh,
I
my
did
phone.
tell her that
Horus
I did
is
invite
fine.
her, but she doesn't want to hang out. Well, it's been a day to be. It's been a day.
Unfortunately, 3D World doesn't care about what your plans are. It has its own mind.
Yeah, my day started at 6 o'clock this morning with getting up, getting ready to go to the gym for competition class at 7:30. I got a half an hour of work in standing in the kitchen with an energy drink, propping my eyelids open with like toothpicks. Got my butt kicked for an hour and a half by my coach. I love her. She's awesome, but she's like, today's about pushing yourselves. Yeah, and then came home, took a shower, went out to a strawberry farm and walked the strawberry fields that are active this time this year are the ones in the
Yeah,
back. So you have to walk all the way around the pond, which carrying a 3-year-old and
isn't easy.
strawberries has picked 9 pounds of strawberries. Have came home, became a strawberry processing plant, trying to make sure that all these 9 pounds of strawberries that we picked do not go bad. Did yard work, did housework. My hands are still dirty from the yard work because we bought 32 bags of mulch for our garden or our front planting area and have to
Yep.
and I was helping Mr. Squid get it off the truck and it's clothes are all black, like fingernails are black, like it's bad. So
Mama Squid saying it was fun.
it was,
So,
but it's exhausting. Like you get home and then I realized that I am not burned, but I did get some sun today. So when I sat down in this chair and I realized that my office is the coldest room in the house, combined with the fact that I got sun, and then the air conditioner is on hitting me as I sit here, I'm like, let me go get a sweatshirt and a blanket because I might need it. Since we're talking about stuff that may or may not exist, depending on who you are, I give you the unicorn blanket.
I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing.
I figured it was
I know.
appropriate.
Good morning,
Let
good
me-
afternoon, good evening, all you wonderful people out there, and welcome to another paranormal style stream. So I'm actually into the countdown now, Squid, coming over.
I just went to the stream on YouTube so that I could share it again to my my channel and then my Discord.
Yep.
and it unsubscribed me from you.
Oh,
I had to
thank you,
resubscribe.
YouTube.
I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
So either YouTube did it or my daughter did it. Either
Well,
one
it
couldn't be true at this point.
wasn't me. So
47 days. I'm jealous.
yeah, 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 12 seconds.
The countdown is on.
Yes.
Ooh.
So yeah, I remembered yesterday that the last holiday I went on, I had a countdown clock. And when I've seen what backgrounds I can have, because San Francisco was where my auntie lives, I got the Golden Gate Bridge. So I don't
How long are
understand
you
why
going to
they
be
keep
here?
me on there. I'm going to be in the Dallas area. I get in on a Friday night / Saturday morning. I'm there, so Saturday through to Wednesday. So 4.5. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 full days in the Dallas area. Then up to Knoxville for 3 days. Then from Knoxville to San Francisco for 6 days. Then home again. So in total, it's 17 days, believe it or not.
I haven't
7
been
air
out of the
flights.
US since 2007, so travel and me, we don't really
Yeah, well, get from here to Dallas, depending which route the plane takes, there's 2 different routes. We either have 2 or 3 time changes between Melbourne, Australia, and Dallas, Texas.
it's just crazy to fathom. Like, we're sitting here talking face to face, but how far away that we really are. It's
Right.
crazy.
For Melbourne to Knoxville is approximately 9,450 miles.
And that's going
And
the other way, like,
right. When I
that,
fly to over there, I go Australia, New Zealand. Then I'm either going to San Francisco, then Dallas, or I'm going Auckland to Houston, Houston to Dallas.
that makes sense. I've gone the long way from Virginia to Korea. I went through Europe, but I took a
How long did
boat,
that
so I
take?
went the really long way.
All right, yeah, boat would be a long, long way. All right, yeah, my trip to get to Dallas is 22.5 hours. Hello, Squidex.
That's my hair. You just see yourself. Do you see yourself? She's shy tonight. Oh
Good
my
evening,
goodness.
Jen Thunder, and welcome.
Can you not play with my mic settings? Hold on.
Ralph, would you like to come and make yourself known to the audience? So, come on.
What?
I haven't read what it says as yet.
You should probably read what it says.
Do not be alone here. I'm always alone here.
I would read what that says because that's an interesting one to say the least. Well,
Yeah. Well, it's not the first one I've had like that, so
I don't know. I haven't turned it on, but I have a EMF detector.
oh, they are good. So I'm
We'll
just
see how-
turning the poles off.
Last time I turned it on at my desk, hold on. What? You turned it off. You gotta turn it on and leave it on, Angel. Like,
Yeah, I've got one around here somewhere.
so we'll see if that changes. Woof. Oh, she went from wanting to play with Daddy's phone to wanting the EMF detector. But baby girl, we have to set it still because we have to see if it changes.
Or here's something that little squidette could do. She could actually hold it, and move around to different places in the room to see if it comes on.
Well, you gotta leave it. You gotta do one or the other, baby girl. If you ignore the phone, it's gonna go dead, and you can't ignore it. There, you have to play with it. Here you go.
Oh, I wonder. Oh, she said the device behind me.
Do you see the lights?
Yeah, I know.
The lights?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how many of those rice and nuts those. So I think the battery in the REM pod, which is that one there, that device there, I think that might be getting low because that orange light shouldn't be on. Then beside that you can't see there's actually a cat ball, then the that green light there, that's from a K2 meter. So hopefully the spirit would like to come in. G'day, Laurie Ann, and welcome. So yeah, hopefully the spirit would like to come in and make themselves known. Like they have done on previous shows I've done. So
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've got to get some charge back into my old phone so I can use it like a camera again. And then I'll get the house going again. G'day, Heidi.
Hey, hello, Jen and Lori. How are you guys?
Oh, you've watched my channel before, Jen. Thank you. And
Yeah, okay.
make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe button, please. So
One of my mods just messaged me and she was like, I can't find the stream. And then she was like, blonde moment. Hold on. So somebody else may be coming here shortly. So this thing is bouncing around, but it's not bouncing around anything significant. So it's just not staying steady. And I'm not touching it.
I was going to say, it could be picking up your phone, signal from your phone.
Yeah, what's interesting is I have this
Hello.
thing on my phone.
Ammo's girl.
I decided to put this thing on my phone just to see if it works. It's one of those, like, it's supposed to be like an RF blocker. I don't know. I figured I would pick one up just to see. Since I use this, and that's one of the reasons I bought this, is because I wanted to see if it worked. And it does. And I have not had a headache when I wake up since I put this on my phone. I put one on my phone and I put one on my daughter's iPad. And I have not had a headache in the morning since I put this on my phone. I don't know if that is just a coincidence, but nothing else has changed except for this little sticker.
Yeah, well, it works, and it helps. Fantastic. G'day.
It's so weird because I used to wake up every day with a headache, which made it hard to be a morning person and get anything done, because when you have a headache, you don't want to do anything. And it's like, so I put it up to things just to see what is EMF and, emitting and what is not.
Yeah,
And
I've got my EMF meters up the back there.
I wish I could put it in a place where, like, it could be seen. That way.
Yeah, you see it there. And if it goes off, it should flash.
It'll turn colors if it's in a different. So, oh, hey Tammy, you have a blonde moment. I wasn't gonna call you out, but
hello, Danielle.
Danielle, yay! I love to see familiar faces.
Yeah, in. Wait a minute. Where's my phone? I get to meet Danielle in person.
I know, lucky you. Going to Dollywood would be fun, but it also involves, I have a 3-year-old. I'm not leaving my 3-year-old for any significant period of time, even a couple days. I've never been away from her. And not being away from her requires Mr. Squid to take a vacation. And that is a few and far between request that is usually never taken. He usually takes a few days off per year, and that's it. So asking him to go to Tennessee for anything but a football game is quite the ask.
In 52 days' time, I'll get to meet Danielle and give her a huge hug. So, and yes, Danielle's been saying for a long time how she wants to give me a hug, so it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Well, safe travel. I know it's still like a month and a half away, but safe travels.
Yeah. What happens, happens. So, I do plan on doing some paranormal investigating while I'm over there as well. So,
do you have any specific sites that you want to hit, or are you just gonna like research each town as you go there?
No, I'm just like when I'm in the Dallas area. I'll just take some gear with me when we go out to different places, and I'll just sit there with some gear and see what happens. So
I hope you're able to film some evidence. That would be cool.
I've got 2 phones that I'm going to be using. Plus, I have my little body cam.
You have a body cam? You got all the gadgets.
So that'll be on the t-shirt like that. So I'll have a point of view video. Hey Connor, glad you could make it.
Connor.
Then I'll have 2 different phones, so I can use them as well. So I can take up to 3 different videos in a day.
It's
So
been.
yeah,
Would you like an update on what is going on or not going on in this house?
yes,
Up, down, up, down, up,
please.
down, up, down. So nothing truly interesting has happened, despite someone trying to fake a picture in my live stream. But that's a whole nother set of circumstances that I have discussed with the person who did that. Exactly. And yeah,
I just saw.
I'm talking to the who was ever in the room with you because when I said that is when that lit up. Because someone that's good with videos, and it's from Australia. To be honest with you, most people know who he is. It was a joke that got out of hand. But anyway, I don't really see anything in particular, but when you see something out of the corner of your eye, and it's
Yeah.
just, it happens so often that it's not a coincidence.
Yeah, and you'll see it, and then you'll turn your head, and then you start thinking, did I just see something or didn't I? Type feeling. And it feels like deja vu when it happens continually.
And it happens most often when I'm in her room. So her room is, I'm facing her bedroom. It happens most often when I'm in her room. It's weird. Pretty sure Mr. Squid thinks I'm nuts. But,
If you could get a little, even like something like body camera there, and set it up in one corner of the room, and in the opposite corner have a K2 meter set up, and just record overnight. So I think I've got a 64 gigabyte card in that, and that records for the whole night. So
I should actually see, because it's like it only happens so many times before you either think you're going nuts or like something's going on, but nothing like overt like before. But I still can't find a bunch of stuff in this house. Certain things go missing. Yes, I have a 3-year-old and she's got sticky fingers, but like you would think we'd be able to find stuff. We just can't. It's just weird. Like it's not one thing in particular. It's just a lot of little things that just don't,
and they don't line up in our world. They don't line up. Yeah, in their world, things are lined up.
So Jen said, didn't you have something turn on? Yeah, when we first moved to this house, the sprinkler system turned on by itself. And yeah, before people get, because, being the skeptic and everything, you have to turn, the way it was on when I went to turn it off was it was on manual. And like, so you physically have to turn the dial. And it was off because I wanted to see how it worked a couple of times. So I wanted to see how it was to set the timer and all of that. It should not have been on because I had it turned to off. So you had to physically turn the switch. He was at work. He didn't do it. There was nobody on our cameras. We have cameras surrounding the house. Like you cannot walk around this house without being caught on camera. Nothing. And it happened more than once. But that hasn't happened in 9 months.
A long time.
Yeah, 9 months, maybe a little longer.
I remember you telling me about it when you first moved in. So,
well, I had texted him and I'm like, did you turn the sprinkler system on to like set it up for anything? And he's like, no, I haven't touched it. Like, looked at the cameras, hasn't touched it. Like, you would, somebody on that side of the house, that camera catches the garbage truck in the street. Like, it catches a person taking out the garbage. Like,
yeah,
it catches people. Nothing.
nothing.
And it happened multiple times when he wasn't home. And it's not like he works close. Turned off. Has an auto shut off feature. There we go.
Yeah, most EMF motors only run for roughly 5 minutes. Then they shut down to the battery life. So,
and I've only used it for like small things. So I've turned it on to check something and then I've turned it back off. Like I've never just left it. This is the first time I'm actually like leaving it anywhere. Because I figure even if I get close, like I can't set it off. Like I'm not wearing anything that could set it off. So
yeah, that's well, I'll go turn mine on, and mine actually turns off after 5 minutes to save power and that. So hang on a second.
Tammy mentions the engagement ring. Yeah, I still can't find that.
Right, it's going back down. Oh, there's something here. So there's a spirit playing with it.
Why in your house and now mine?
So this will alarm when the spirit energy measures at 4 milligas or higher. So
It's crazy.
and that's the good thing about the EMF motors. So you can actually walk around, and if you've got spirits there, they can actually you can actually detect them and follow them around the room.
Yeah.
Or whatever path they're on, providing that they go through a wall.
I'm not gonna lie, I've always been a little skeptical just based on how much like electrical equipment that we have. But that's why I got it and set it in one spot. Because I figure in one spot it's not affected because my electronics aren't moving. Like I'm not, actively taking, my computer and going up close to it. So I figure it's a lot more.
Yeah, that
Trustworthy.
K2 meters, like K2 meters are cheap enough. They are, and they run on a 9-volt battery. So, and like the one that's up there, I haven't changed the battery in that since I've had it, and that the 6 years old, 5 years old. And I'm still using the same battery. Because the LEDs, so very little power drainage. Squid, I think Mama Squid.
Yeah,
That question.
Mom, that was.
Yeah.
Remember, I told you that was faked by someone, and they sent it to me. Because I went back and I watched the live stream, and it wasn't there, so I have proof that it was faked. It was. They just thought it would be funny, and then the chat ran with it, thinking that the chat would call him out on it, and the chat never called him out on it. Which, of course, it's my chat. That would definitely go run with it.
Naughty DJ. So I'm guessing DJ was one who did it. By Tammy's remark.
Of course. Yes. Ooh, that's one area on my desk that is
True, Heidi.
Yeah, Tammy, he not funny. I got mad at him for that. Because for a second I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I watched the live stream back and I'm like, yeah, no. So
yeah, I've had expert send me pictures and videos of supposed paranormal stuff, and I'll sit there and I just absolutely destroy everything in it that's faked. And first one except was photos. Apparently, according to the editor, the photos were taken 1 second apart. And no, these photos are taken more than 1 second apart because there's people in view in one picture and nowhere to be seen in the next picture. And that's not a second apart. So
unless those people are like, you know, superheroes that can move at super speed, but not realistic.
nah. So unfortunately, I don't know how to share. So that's something I'm going to have to work on. So then I can pull the pictures up and show you.
So that little plus sign at the bottom.
Yep.
When you click it, it says share screen.
Yep.
You click that and you can choose either a tab, like a Chrome or internet browser tab, a window.
Yeah.
So if you open up like pictures, you can share like the picture you're showing.
Oh, right. Now.
You can also do image and video file, like an image file, but it comes up so small that it like, I tried to share like PDFs that way, thinking that I can scroll through them, and it's just it's worse. Sharing the screen is the easiest way to go.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit computer illiterate, so.
Nope, that's fine. And it seems like every time, like StreamYard, I like StreamYard because it's easy, but at the same time, I hate StreamYard because some of the features that they have, like they're so close to getting it right.
Yep.
So close. So close. Like they have those scenes now. Those are super nice. But if you could share like more than one screen, it allows you to have different scenes with different like image files or PDFs open, but it doesn't allow you to share different tabs. So if I want to have two documents on another streaming service, I could have two different screens open, and just switch back and forth with a click of my mouse. StreamYard, I have to stop sharing, reshare, and it's like you're so close. You're so close to making this a nice platform, but it's like they're just this far away.
Right. I've missed saying hello to Ania. I hope
Anaya print.
pronounce
That's
Anaya,
King
is it?
Paco.
Anaya print. King Park. King Paco and Haley.
Haley Mouse.
So yeah, I'll have to for the next stream, I'll have to set up all the tabs.
That would be
The stuff
awesome
I've got. So
to see. I can't wait. As much as I know you're excited to come to the States, I'm excited when you are done in the States and you go home and you analyze all the pictures and stuff you've taken and then you share them all with us. That is what I'm excited for. Hey,
yeah,
it's my alter ego.
Hey, Ketchup and Ellie.
Ketchup. Hey, me. So I'm in the chat as two people, apparently. That was funny. I'm sorry. Like I yes, Ketchup and Squid in the same location. Oh my god. We might not be the same person, or are we? The world may never know.
Don't know, but whichever one you are, we've missed you back in Discord, in Experts Discord. So stop being a stranger and come back and say hello.
People are calling her Squid Chip. Yeah, they're calling me that too. I've been called worse. Like I said, I've been told that I am multiple people or multiple people are me. I would love to be called Ketchup any day. But I'm more like the mustard, like the spicy, the spicy version.
Ketchup's a lovely lady. So, and hello, Silver Fox.
Silver.
I hope you had a good day today. So,
welcome to the laid back chat.
Yeah, Silver Fox is actually going away as well. The week of Dollywood is also the week of Short Circuit's 40th anniversary.
I was just thinking, I do have an alter ego, but it's my other channel. Like it's me.
Yeah, drop your link in the chat. Good evening, Jeffrey Montgomery.
Let's see. Flashhead. Evidence through motion. I was actually trying to come up with we're working on my stream for tomorrow night. I know what I want to do, and at the same time, there's so many options that I'm like trying to narrow it down, and I'm getting frustrated with myself. This is what I do. This is my process on a Saturday where I just get like super frustrated with like all the stuff that I'm looking at. And then I throw it all away and I start over on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was, I don't know. Like, I wish I could get some like, wish some of these people that are apparently in my house that aren't real or aren't really here could like give me some advice or something instead of just hanging out and like let me know what I can do. Like we need to work on this.
You buy yourself one of those, or you can use your phone. Then you sit down in a quiet place somewhere in the house, and you ask a question, wait for 20, 30 seconds to pass, then ask another question, wait for 20, 30 seconds to pass, then ask another question, and do that for however long you want. Ask all the questions you'd like answers to. After the last question you ask, leave the recording going for at least an hour, then stop it, then go back and go over what you hear from the spirit world. Because you might ask a question now, then time goes by, it might be 2 minutes later, then you might hear an answer. But the answer doesn't line up with the question that you just asked. So you've got to match the answers up to questions that were asked. And you build your story with that.
And I've never thought about doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just seems unnatural to me. I don't know. But I've thought about it though. Like I watch paranormal shows all the time. It's my go-to. It's my go-to to relax.
Yeah, believe it or not, I don't really watch a lot of paranormal shows. There's one I do watch, which I find funny. I can't remember the names now. There's two guys. One, I think it's Ryan and Shane are the names.
I don't know. I watch Project Fear on YouTube.
I've never watched that.
Ghost Files. Just as long as no one watches Ghost Adventures, we're all good.
No, even I don't watch Ghost Adventures. I used to.
Because that is
I
just
did.
Another level of. I used to think that was real, and I don't anymore. I think that's faker than a $3 bill.
Yeah, Ellie, absolutely correct. You can do that also. So I actually use Audacity. That's loaded on both my laptops. Yeah,
I've never used Audacity.
I think that's it. Ketchup Ghost Files with Ryan and Shane.
Like I want to do a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm also afraid of like getting in over my head and starting something that I can't stop. So I'm a little nervous with that, but
no, you put boundaries in place, and from my experiences I've had, I've found that the spirits are quite willing to stay within those boundaries because you're giving them a voice to be heard again. And they're respectful of that. So, yeah, I don't recall having a bad experience in that way at all.
Yeah, Jen says, can't you open doors by doing certain stuff? That was my concern.
Yes, you can.
Where's the line? And I'm a bit of a line jumper, if you noticed.
But a mirror is a portal. So, right, I have a question of the spirits. I have a question of the spirits.
Oh, if my mom is still in the chat, She doesn't. My mom doesn't know Ketchup. Ketchup is another Wisconsinite. So if my mom's still in the chat. Oh, Squid says, I wish I would have gone to the asylum on Watertown Plank Road before they tore it down. I think that was my before my time. That was probably my mom's time. Mom, do you remember the asylum on Watertown Plank? I don't. I don't, but we did go to an abandoned hospital in Kentucky. That was interesting, to say the least. Scared me to death, to say the most. I've never been so scared in my life. Ever.
Oh, that would have been fun on the Squid. The old Georgetown Hospital in Kentucky. Squid.
Yeah, that's the experience that we all said, hey, let's go to the abandoned hospital. Let's think this is a good idea. And we walked around it the day and it was creepy enough. And then somebody's bright idea was, let's go back at night. And everybody was like, okay, let's go back at night. Like, that's a good freaking idea.
Yeah.
An abandoned building that we are not supposed to have access to, that we're trespassing. Like, there was a bike outside when we got there, and there was not a bike outside when we left. That's what scares me more than anything, is there was somebody in there that was living. The living scares me more than the dead.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And I don't know about y'all, but the things I've seen and the things I've read and, you know, the trials I watch, I'm more scared of the living than the dead.
I don't blame it. So.
Oh. Ketchup, you need to talk to Lori. There's a bunch of Wisconsinites in the chat. You're lucky we're not talking cheese. That happened the other day in someone's chat. We got a bunch of Wisconsinites together and we all started talking cheese to distract us from the awful testimony that was being said.
Yeah. G'day to Dr. the Most and Laurie Ann.
Yeah, Lori Ann says they give tours of the abandoned asylum in Sheboygan. So Sheboygan and Watertown Plank Road are not, they're not close, but they're not like unbelievably far apart. They're like a 40-minute drive, 45-minute maybe, if I'm remembering my geography correctly.
Yep.
So
here's something for chat. When I come over to the States, I'm going to be spending some time in Dallas, some time in Knoxville, and some time in San Francisco. Chat. In those three places, can I get your suggestions on where to do a paranormal investigation whilst I'm over there? So if anyone knows of any paranormal activity in those three towns, then yeah, I'll try to check them out when I come over.
I don't necessarily know if it's haunted, but one place that you have to check out in Dallas is the Grassy Knoll, where President Kennedy was assassinated. That's one of the highlights of my childhood from visiting Dallas. The place where he was actually unalived, is now an on-ramp, I think, to an interstate, but they have an X right in the middle of the road as the location of where the vehicle was. So it may not be paranormal, but it might be.
You'd be quite surprised because of what actually occurred there, as into the residual effects. So
it's, whether it be paranormal or not, I don't know that anybody's ever investigated it, paranormally speaking, because it is such a busy area too. But it's one of the things that's like on the tour of America must see if you're interested at all in history.
Oh, I am. So
It doesn't happen very often. But they've it's been a while since I've been there. I have not been to Dallas since I was in my, I think, 17. But it's been a while. So, but I still remember it.
Just a few moons ago. So
San
did you
Francisco
read?
has Alcatraz.
Yes, I'm taking paranormal gear there. I'm also taking paranormal gear to Golden Gate Park because there's been many suicides from what I've been told and what I've read from the Golden Gate Bridge. So
If you ever make a return visit and you want to put some new places on your USA map, for paranormal, Savannah,
yeah,
Georgia.
yeah. There and is it Gettysburg where there's big Civil War? Yeah,
Yeah, there's
where
a
the
Civil
only
War POW
civilian.
camp. There's a Civil War POW camp that's like 5 miles from here. There's still in another county not far from here. There's a Civil War POW camp that is like a monument, and they actually have you can go walk through things. But the one that's closest to here just has a historical plaque that, and if you are driving by slow enough and you read it, it's the site of a Civil War POW camp. It's crazy.
Yeah, that would be interesting to visit. It would. From what I've read, when the prisoners were brought over to America and put into the camps, everything they'd been told about the Americans was all lies, and they were actually looked after better than what they were when they were in the service. So, yeah.
3 hots and a cot.
Mm.
And no torture. We do that to our own people. We don't do that to other people. Like,
hello, Coon Thunder.
KU Thunder in the house. There's 22 people here. How many likes are there?
Yes, I'm quite surprised. This is my largest audience I've ever had. So thank you, everyone.
And Gabby's here.
G'day, Gabby.
Yes, this is awesome. Like, I shared it in my Discord server and on my YouTube channel, and I think on my Facebook too. Or maybe that was last time. But so
Yeah,
I don't have a big channel.
I also put up a post in YouTube, and whoever comes in, comes in. So
I don't have a big channel, but I have an awesome community. So
yeah,
like
it's
they're all awesome.
You don't need to be a big channel to be a successful channel. And I'll use this as an example. Scammer Payback, for example, has 1 million or 2 million something subs to it. And his live audience is about 0.01%. Whereas you got a smaller channel like yours, but your community is more engaging and friendlier than the bigger channels. So big channels are great if you're in the game for money. Small channels are better because it's more of a community where the
The
majority of
only
people get along.
reason I'd say the only reason that money is a factor for me is just to have enough to be not have to get a full-time job and just for this
Yep.
to be my full-time job and replace my revenue. But other than that, like I'm not looking to get rich from YouTube. Like
No, I've always said with both my channels that I don't do this for the money. Money is a necessary evil. I don't have much, but I own outright and don't owe anything to anyone. That my aim is to share my experiences of the paranormal with other like-minded people, or put something in a video up and ask for people's opinions. So I know what I think I've heard and what I've seen, and I want other people to engage and I want to hear their takings on videos and that, because that's how you authenticate things or you dispel things. So yeah, to me that's a lot of fun, and as long as I can keep doing that and I keep having the chat engage with me to let me know what they've seen or heard, yeah, that's
Heidel.
what
Super mod.
experiences.
She said she put her Modly comment in there and she's like, sorry, I can't help it. She mods wherever she goes.
Thank you, Heidi.
She's the best. Too funny. Yes.
Yeah, so we were actually meant to have another lady on this morning. She's been on before. Kelly from Epic Country Paranormal Victoria. So
I've been meaning to ask you this. What are the most haunted sites in Australia, and like what are the lore behind some of the most haunted sites? Like for us, we have prisons and things like that. But y'all started as a prison colony. Does that show up in the paranormal these days? Or in Australia?
It does. I used to investigate. I think I've been to the jail, Kilmore Jail, 4 times. And each time I've been there, I've spoken to a spirit who's never spoken to anyone else there. So that had anything from drunks to rapists to murderers. Yeah, it didn't matter. They were all just put into the one jail. And quite often, Kilmore Jail was layover. So there was a priest that had been charged and found guilty of buggery, and he lived in. If you look at Victoria on the map, he lived in the right-hand side of Victoria. When the judge sentenced him to prison time, he went to the opposite side of the state. Now, that'd be like going from Knoxville, then go over 3 states in America. So it's about 600 or 500 kilometre trek from one side to the other side where this prisoner went. And yeah, he was nothing but evil. So we've got asylums, or we had asylums out here as well. I've been to 2 of those. Larundel, I've got videos on my YouTube channel. You see something come down and back up in a camera like that. Myself and someone else saw a set of orange eyes that looked approximately 8 foot up in the air, and they were just glowing, and they just stood out. Yet on the video, the card was corrupted. The same place, seeing someone put their head out like that, looking down the hallway to see who was in there.
I feel
So-
like that's what I see out of the corner of my eyes. Someone like doing this around a corner, mostly from her room to our living room, because we have like an L-shaped hallway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then you look and it's like there's nothing there, where that shadow's always there. Like it's not that something's there, it's just like the shadow is darker than it's supposed to be, if that makes sense.
Shadow person.
It's just,
shadow animals.
it's so weird. And you can't put your finger on it. So it's like you feel like you're going nuts because you're like, well, I didn't see anything, but I did not see anything.
Yeah. When I lived in Glenroy for Bandit was out in the backyard, and I was inside watching TV, and I saw what looked like Bandit go running out down past the window in the lounge room. I got up, you bastard, and gone out there. There wasn't any. Bandit was sitting behind the fence, looking at me as if to say, "What are you calling me for? I'm here." And I saw a dog run.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's like these
Shadow
things that
animals.
like
Yeah.
you wanna not believe, like you wanna think there's some rational explanation. Because me being like, I have the brain book right there. Like me being knowing about brain structure and psychology,
Yep.
and the brain needing a story to fill in gaps where there are none. Your brain needs a story, but in some cases you just can't. Like you, no matter how hard you try to rationally think of an explanation and talk through it, nothing makes logical sense. And that's when it's like, okay, maybe something's going on here. Like, and people in my chat tend, when I mention it, the more skeptical people tend to be like, well, your house is almost brand new. Like our house is less than 5 years old. But the land,
The land.
I live in
Yep.
Revolutionary War territory. Like I live in an original 13 colony. Like we're this is
So
this
you're
is
going to
an
have lots
old
of
area.
activity. Yeah, there's going to be lots of activity. And what's to say 100 years ago, there wasn't a two-story house on that where you are now? Who knows?
And it's one of those things of like we were out scouting hunting locations a few years ago. Um, and you go out to this piece of land that's owned by the state, and there's signs that say do not, like, if you find artifacts, do not remove them, like do not pick them up, do not touch, like just leave them alone. Like it's illegal to remove artifacts from this land. But then you're like walking along, and you're like, okay, you see the signs, but then all of a sudden you come across at the fork in the road, there's a monument. It's in the middle of nowhere. Like you get no cell phone service
Yeah,
out there. Yet there's a monument to a battlefield site from 1864. Like, huh? Uh, it's just like it's hard to fathom until you've seen it. Because it's not like, oh, there's like a little stone. No, this monument was like taller than, probably as tall as my ceiling. Like, and it's huge. And it's like it's in the middle of the woods. There's nothing there's on any map that I could find that says it's there. It is just, here you go. I'm like, I wish I would have had my phone and taken a picture of it, because I'm like, I'll probably never see this again because I don't know where the hell I'm at. Like, I'm lost in the woods.
yeah,
Like, if I didn't have Mr. Squid, the first time I ever went hunting with him, he literally left me out in the woods by myself. It's my hunting initiation. However, I have no idea where I'm at. Like, I'm never going to be able, I couldn't drive to that location again if I, no. So I'll never see that monument again in my life.
yeah. I was
I was
going
gonna
back
say,
in the chat. Sorry, Squid. Ellie put in the chat. But what was disturbed building the new house?
that's a good point.
There might have been a house there 100, 150 years ago, and it just got burnt down.
and
There might have been a village on the area, and something's happened.
and I don't know if y'all are
So
familiar with Musa Lady or Musi, but she has literally said, "Hey, have you ever thought about going out in your backyard with a metal detector?" So I'm
yeah,
like,
they worth it.
I'm hesitant to do it, but she's like, I really think that there is something out there that you need to find. She doesn't know what it is though. Well, how would she? But
Dowsing
I'm like, what
rods,
if it's my ring?
believe it or not.
Huh?
It's a set of dowsing rods.
Yeah, you and them dowsing rods. We had this conversation
No,
last time, I
like,
think.
ah, I've actually got to cut mine down. So I think mine are 470 mil in length. That's because I'm an old man and I need them to be big so I can see them. Dowsing rods were actually used in both outback Australia and in the outback, or whatever you call it, in America to find water. And they actually do work. Divining rods is another name for them. They're also good at finding valuable gems. So dowsing rods have a few uses. How do those work? Yeah, right. Right, you see the rods. So settle down, rods. If there's a spirit in the room now, can you cross the rods for yes, please? Thank you. Should you open the rods back up so they face forward towards the computer screen? It's actually hard doing it up this height. Thank you very much. Up behind me, Spirit, there's a couple of devices with lights on them. Can you move the left-hand rod and point to where the devices are? Where are the devices with the lights? Yeah, and so thank you, Spirit. I'll check with you after I finish screening. So I'll go get back to my screen. But thank you. That's what dowsing rods are.
Where do I get
That's how
those?
they work.
Where do you get
So I made them. I did. Go to any hardware store. This is a welding rod. So 7% nickel. And yeah, of course, 2 rods. I was bent a L shape into them, put 3 beads on, turn the other end up and cut it, and there's room there. So there's nothing. All right, yeah. So let us swing. No, right. Yeah, that's it.
It seems too simple.
My first pair I made are about this long. And it's some brass rod that I had for modeling. And yeah, I was cut it down, made a L shape and a handle, just hold them, and yeah, they'll just swing. So, and we had some more people drop in. G'day, Ninja Puppy, Debbie Webb. Yeah, I think that was it. I'm pretty sure I said hello to Gabby earlier as well.
Alex said you can get them on Amazon. Well, let's see.
Yeah, copper's a real good metal used for dowsing rods. So even if you, this is how you get a wire clothes hanger and a bit of copper wire, then wrap the copper wire around the dowsing rod. Like, it doesn't have to be tight. It can be, as long as it's roughly evenly spaced along. And as long as you have a tube for that to drop into so they can spin freely, nice easy cheap pair of dowsing rods. I think you get them for about $20. Hello, little squidette. How are you?
See, it's almost bedtime. Yep.
Oh,
See,
I hope
do
you
have a
have
good day?
sweet dreams.
Yeah. Mwah. Oh my goodness. Okay. She's got her jammies on. We're wearing K-pop to bed. Okay. K-pop it is. K-pop it is. I was gonna. So Jeffrey asked what I had on my phone. I have this little. It's supposed to be like an RF. I don't actually know what it's supposed to be. But
RF
it's supposed to
diffuser.
stop some of the RF, and like I thought it was BS, but I'm like, hey, let's give it a try. Like, let's see. Just because, stranger things have happened. Because I somehow got a monetized YouTube channel. Stranger things have happened in this world. I put it on my phone and I haven't woken up with a headache in a week. Make that one make sense. I don't know. She's got my F-bomb. F-bomb. Ma'am, I need that. No.
Gabby, yes, and yes, but no. My rods that I've got, as I showed you, I can't recall if they got copper in them, but they've got 7% nickel. So yeah, the nickel helps as well. But I just know that copper is very good for things like that.
And Jeffrey, I can get into what this is later on one of my streams. I'll show you guys what I bought.
Oh, don't you drop it. Don't you drop it in here.
I have
because
well,
I
have
think
to go,
it's interesting.
I have to go look at it and find the box.
Radio. Now I'm going to do my normal disappearing trick, but still be here. So I don't want to upset YouTube gods who strip me of Squid's membership today or subscription today.
Yeah, I had subscribed on both of my channels, and both of my channels were not subscribed anymore, which I thought was incredibly odd. So incredibly weird.
Oh no!
Yeah, he disappeared. Oh no, where'd he go?
No, I'm still here. You just can't see me.
Oh, if you're wearing focus, my apologies. Ellie, 100% copper is the most conductive, but I'll work. We'll have to. I was about to look it up on YouTube or not YouTube. I'm crazy.
Google.
Amazon. When she popped in my lap, so I got sidetracked for obvious reasons. So
I'll just have to look because
yes.
Oh, my microphone cuts out when she does that. Good. That means I have my settings somewhere. It's not a phone, but okay. We can take the time.
Please. Hi.
Angel, you there?
Yes, Daddy.
Ma'am, your dad is good looking, but I'm not him.
Oh.
This is what happens. This is my day.
I'm a ghost now.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What is it?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I see you.
I see you.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
Should we go on a ghost hunt?
Wait a minute.
Mommy, Angel. Ah, 99.9% copper dowsing rod, 2-piece, $14.99.
Yeah.
Mommy, don't. Okay, bye. I love you. I love you. We're gonna go to bed soon, okay? She ignores that one. Oh my goodness. She just takes over wherever she's at. She's not
Yeah,
a
that's all
child.
right. I
She's
don't mind.
an experience.
Hey, I've got the mentality of an 8-year-old. So it's all good.
Yeah, I'm like 14.
I'm an 8-year-old, some 58-year-old bastard's body. And he won't let me out. He's an absolute prick. That's all I can say about him. He's a prick. Well, I would say something else, but Americans don't like our use of the word. So
I could care less. I've always wondered, though, with certain words that are acceptable in some locations and seen as not so great in other, how does the algorithm go on. I will be right back.
no worries. Yeah, so that's like so I haven't actually been out to do any paranormal investigating for a while. Well, I know I've been slow, but I'm saving all my pennies for another 46 days because I think having to spend money in the States is better than going out paranormal investigating here up to the date. So well, that might be in a couple of years' time. Should get that out, Jeffrey. Oh yeah. Oh, kids on stream absolutely love it. So I'm just a big kid myself, hence why I play with trains. And what I mean is those little things like that. So my last paranormal activity adventure I went on, I think it was August last year. So I normally go up to Mooroopna Hospital and Museum, which is a 2.5 hour drive there, 2.5 hour drive back, 12 hour paranormal investigation. So it makes it for a very, very long day. Back when I was paying $1.50 a litre for fuel, it's about five. It's about $3 American a gallon, thereabouts. It cost me $120 fuel, and not a problem in the world. Then I was meant to go on one last night, but I'm not paying $2.60 a litre, $7.80. It's about $6 a gallon to investigate when I'm coming over to the States. So, g'day, Kim Colson. Welcome. Yeah, so my actual going out to investigate has come right back. I do a live stream. I think it was the second one this year. Squid was on the last one with me as well.
I appreciate you inviting me on.
I enjoy it, especially when you said that you had more activity. So I had to
It hasn't been much.
hear about that.
I mean, it hasn't. There's nothing like that's like, oh my god. But it's just one of those situations where like there's something here. Like it's just like you can only see something out of the corner of your eye so many times. And it doesn't happen all the time. So it's not like a vision problem. It's not like every night when I'm like trying to see in the dark, I see things out of the corner of my eye. Then my rational medical brain goes to, well, if it's every time that you're in the dark, it's your eyes. You might want to get your eyes checked. But it's not every time. It's not consistent. But it's like maybe once every few days. It's like, and never in the same location.
The first 2 paranormal investigations I ever went on were both old asylums / hospitals. And there were quite a few people that saw shadows walking at the end of this one particular hallway. And you went down to the end of the hallway, turn left, turn right, and you're in the morgue. So there's a lot of activity in that hallway going around there. And every group, because we broke up into 3 groups on the night, every group, there was a minimum of 2 people out of the 7 in the group that saw shadows. And you turn your torch on, there's no one there. So, yeah, I do. I actually have 2 trail cams, which have got infrared lights on them. So I use those when I go out. They're stronger paranormal events are stronger around ley lines. But activity can be in various places. So it could be tied to an item, it could be tied to a property, could be tied to the land, an event that occurred on the land.
Bears that belong to my grandmother.
Yes, and Jeff said something in the chat before about returning your ring, the spirit returning your ring.
Maybe, but Tammy made a comment about we had lots of shadows at the old long-term care center or building. Now we see them at the new building. I have so many stories that I could sit and talk about that are just from being in the old part of our hospital The fourth floor one wing of the fourth floor of the old part of the hospital I worked at used to be a long-term, not a long-term, yeah, a long-term acute care. So,
Yep.
but they moved to a different location and they left that whole fourth floor, that wing of the fourth floor, abandoned. However, I worked on this, like my office or my charting area was on the second floor in that same wing. And the easiest way to get there was to go through that part of the hospital. That was the creepiest, like 500-foot walk I've ever taken in my life. Minus the Georgetown Hospital that I was a teenager. But as a grown adult, that was the weirdest experience in the middle of the day. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There should have been no reason to feel creeped out. But for some reason, that part of the building just so creepy. Because there were still like beds, but not in every room. Like you're not going to take all your beds with you. You're just going to leave some.
No. You're going to take the beds that have got a patient in them at the time, and the rest of the stuff will just stay there. They don't care. Because of the new beds in the new place anyway. I just worked out how to put chats up on the screen.
I just click on them. It's super easy.
Yeah, I had no idea. I just learned how to do it.
It's part of learning is just to hit buttons like the expert, but sometimes hitting buttons actually works.
No, because I'll get confused then. And then I've got to sit there and write all these notes down on what I just did and make sure I don't lose a bit of paper. I put it somewhere and lose it.
You know there's a solution to that, right? Just do more live streams.
Yeah, that's true. Good night, Gabby. Thank you for dropping in. I don't know much about knowledge, but yeah. Thank you anyway. Don't forget, hit the like and subscribe buttons, please. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and you get to hear me sit here with people and just talk about paranormal crap.
Later, Gabby.
For me,
and
fun.
I actually have to get going too. I have to do bedtime with the little tonight. So
yeah,
usually on Saturday night.
On Saturday night,
Daddy does it, but
we've been on for an hour and a half. So I've got some more jokes that I've got to jot down so I can terrorise MG's stream later on. So, right, Squeak, I've got you. How do you forward to the stream? Does the stream have to be up in YouTube at the time?
You can't forward to anybody right now because you're not monetized.
Right.
That's one of the
no, I'm not.
Caveats to redirecting to people is you have to be monetized.
No, I don't want to be monetized. Oh well, I can't redirect to MG. So no, I'm on YouTube, Southern Paranormal Adventures. I was on Facebook, but I don't use Facebook anymore. What's nice?
You know what? You know what kind of trouble being friends with me is, right? It's this. You have people peer pressuring you into doing more live streams on YouTube. Welcome to being my friend.
I'm an Aussie. I don't give a fuck. Pure and simple. You like me, or you dislike me. I don't give one fucking parrot's ass about it. They're not my problem. That's what you think.
Yeah, it's everybody is going to be offended by something on a daily basis. Everybody.
Yeah.
But the thing about being offended is it's internal. And the problem with society these days is people are externalizing their
Internal feelings.
offensive, their
Yeah.
feelings and being offended. It's like that's an internal thing that you need to deal with. That's not, and everybody else needs to cater to the fact that you're offended. I'm offended by boy bands, but you know what? That doesn't stop them, does it? Nope. You know what happens when I'm offended by something? Not a damn thing. The world keeps moving. It's like when I have people in my comment section being mean, or like telling me, "Oh, you're so mean," or "You're this." It's like, okay, well, you could
Right.
have kept scrolling.
This is a first, right? Jeffrey and I don't have the best of relationships, and he'll be the first one to tell you. So, but I like his sense of humor with that comment there.
Doesn't need to do more lives. You need to do more. I mean, yep.
So,
DR,
yeah,
DR says that it's okay to be offended. Just move along to the next thing that offends you. I might have to steal
exactly.
that.
So, now my philosophy in life is I don't give a fuck what other people say, think, do, act, whatever. That's a them fucking issue. And if they don't like me, I don't care.
It's
If you
like
don't
I'm
want to be
40 years old.
told,
I haven't changed
eh,
when my parents said that something I did annoyed them. Do you really think I'm going to change for some random person on the internet who's hiding behind a keyboard somewhere? No.
exactly. So, but I will try to organise a couple more guys before I come over to the States.
I did hear a
I'll,
phrase today I was
yeah,
scrolling through Facebook Reels that said if you would never take someone's advice on a subject, never take their criticism.
yep, fair call.
I was like, that was very well said.
Hmm. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So,
Exactly.
facts, exactly. Anyway, thanks, Squid, for coming on again. Hopefully, we can get Mama Squid on alive in the near future.
I did tell her I had the link for her, and tonight she was just like, I'm just going to be in the chat tonight. I was like, okay, well.
All good, all good. So the offer's always there, Mama Squid. So just going to give you the link, not a problem in the world for that. So for everyone who's still here, thank you very much. I've had an absolute ball talking about nothing but something at the same time. Squid, thank you very much
I love when I
again.
can have a conversation with someone and like we talked about a lot, but like nothing at the same time. It was great.
Yeah. So, all right, one and all, have a great day, morning, evening. Sleep well, stay safe, and I'll catch you all on the next one.
Bye.